K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. And tip-off approaching, but in the meantime, let's discuss post play. Shaq, you are a dominant post scorer. Duh. Who do you think are the top post scorers in the NBA right now?
Well, one, DeMarcus Cousins, 25-13, can go inside and go outside. He's a little frantic at times, but he's up there. Zach Randolph, he's got great feet work, nice soft touch. Big Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals. He does everything with his right hand, so he's so good. That's all he needs. And Brook Lopez, nice size, nice touch, and nice feet work, too. I know you say feet work is not a word, but you can't do nothing with footwork. You need both feet. So, Dr. O'Neal, name it, feet work, put it in the dictionary, shut it up.
Okay. Well, you know what? The guy who reminds me of Shaq a little bit, Nikola
Pekovic.
Yes.
Stop it.
He does, man. He's got some of
your mind.
He overpowers guys.
Stop it.
I mean, it's like a little version
Cut it out.
Okay, all right.
Send
I was
it to
reaching.
Kevin for I body slam this guy.
I was reaching, man.
Jeez.
I had the Kevin Durant alarms on that. I was reaching.
All right.
Tim Duncan's got to be in that conversation.
Oh, Dwight Howard, Blake Griffin, good guys. That overpower people. We're talking about.
My bad. I apologize.
Just overpowering.
No, but I already said the top centers in the league.
Oh, no, I'm just saying about overpowering.
Answer the question, man.
Okay, my bad.
Time to go down to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call. Kev?
Nikola.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Brooklyn, New York, as the Nets take it to the hardwood here at the Barclays Center. Last game for the Nets, a loss to Atlanta at Phillips Arena. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And nothing went well offensively on this night for them. They were just completely disjointed.
Yeah, you could call it the 3Ds, disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, or whatever else you wanted to use to describe that would be appropriate.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Brandon Bass is out there with Young. Then it's Russell. And there's Bryant. And it's Hibbert in at center. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Denver.
And that kind of loss sticks with you for a while because they probably felt they were the better team on that night. They just could not make the plays down the stretch.
Guys, there are times when you would rather lose by double digits than to let a win get away from you when you thought you had. And that sometimes is harder to deal with.
And Brooklyn has possession following the shot by Roy Hibbert. The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their road games.
Well, they shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads.
Shaq with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Jack. 11 points for him in that last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
Here's Young. Another miss by Young. Here's Bass. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Lionel Hollins. And Doris, what'd you find out?
Obviously he has a lot on his plate when it comes to defending against Kobe Bryant. I asked him what he might do, and he said not much. He's one of the league's all-time best scorers, and no matter what you seem to do, he finds ways to get on the scoreboard. Kobe might be seeing a lot of double teams here tonight, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And here is Jack after D'Angelo Russell hitting the 3. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jack. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Talking about Jarrett Jack, he is especially dangerous at the end of the game. Not only does he make great decisions, Clark, he was a top 10 free throw shooter last season.
Yeah, experienced, tough-minded ball handlers and shot makers are always valuable, especially when it's winning time.
He hits the second from the line. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Russell kicks to Bryant. Back to Russell. Hibbert with the screen. Russell dishes to Hibbert. Lopez with the steal. Jack against Russell. Lopez, a screen on Bryant. Bogdanovich passes to Young. The shot is off.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Jack against Russell. Left side, Bryant. A beautiful reverse layup.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Nets trail by 4. And Jack kicks to Bogdanovich. Kobe with the steal. And Young.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Shots good from Young.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
Lakers leading by 4. Bryant dishes to Young. Down low, Russell passes to Hibbert. And Young kicks to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Swiped away. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's sent back by Bryant. That is good. 1:39 left to play here in the first.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Checking out the stats for Joe Johnson, how he did last season. He was around 14 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Bargnani is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Johnson. And Ellington is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Now, here's Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Soft touch off the glass. Clarkson's got his first points in this one.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Jack with it. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Robinson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And for Robinson, the trade's way on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
Robinson hits them both. You have to love the newest stadium in the NBA here at Barclays. Very state-of-the-art, outstanding facility.
Yeah, the Nets have a nice home here. I bet they wish they were stronger here at home. Finished under 500 last season with a record of 19-22.
Here's Jack after the basket by the Lakers. Over to the wing. Here's Ellington. Good, and Jack gets the assist. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
And, you know, guys, that 19-22 record here in Brooklyn certainly a stain for the Nets. I mean, they would be the only team to make the playoffs in the NBA last year with a losing record at home.
Now, here's Clarkson. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the way up. Nets trail by 4. Outside Jack. The feed to Bargnani. Fades back. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Lakers lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And Nets head coach Lionel Hollins known for his no-nonsense style, but he'll tell you he's still got a good sense of humor. I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the Net players would agree with me on that one.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. And I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team better be doing is laughing at Lionel Hollins. Just ask Darren Williams.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter,
Shooting 2.
they've got Julius Randle. Williams is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Robert Sacre, and it's Young in at the 3. And that one misses.
Well, clearly the Lakers were not a great team. I mean, they did have one of their better bench units last season. They led the league in points off the bench, but that was more an indictment of the quality of the starters than the firepower of the bench.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Russell's checked in. No luck that time either. Last year, the Lakers did have some firepower off the bench. A lot of players would see their roles shift during the year, as you might expect for a team trying to find the right combination.
Yeah, they were also near the top in the league in bench minutes played. So whether you start or come off the bench last year in L.A., you'll see plenty of action.
Nets trail by 4. Outside Jack. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Williams attacking. Can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Lopez a screen. Here's Jack. Ejected by Young. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Young's checked in for Bargnani. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Julius Randle. Off the inbound. Jack missing again.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense. You know, last season, Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
And Jack, here we go. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Jack's got 4 points this quarter.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Outside Williams. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And that one's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And Jack, here we go. Wide open look. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Hibbert with a screen for Williams. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Bogdanovich. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Lopez. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
An interconference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep.
The shot by Williams, no good.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender maybe next time.
Here's Bogdanovich, defended by Young. Bogdanovich dishes to Lopez. And too long on the shot.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
The drive by Russell. And he gets it to go. Russell's got 7 points.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Young, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. Roy Hibbert picks one up. So for the Nets, Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Lopez. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Johnson. And Ellington is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. That free throw good from Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside too.
Here's Clarkson. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot. There's 1:40 left now here in the second. There's a screen by Robinson. Bogdanovich passes to Hollis Jefferson. The dish to Bogdanovich. Right wing. Robinson kicks to Bogdanovich. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Ellington.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the three. He started the season strong in that department. He kind of fell off a bit at the end.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. Out left to the wing. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Poked away. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession.
Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
Bargnani has checked in for Thaddeus Young. Randall's checked in for the Lakers. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
The shot's gentlemen.
The Lakers have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And he can't hit the second.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
The Lakers in the lead.
They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
Right on. I mean, no need to give the ball back before the end of the quarter in this situation.
Clarkson dishes to Randall. And Bargnani sends it back. Hollis Jefferson. No good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Lakers on top. They're up by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we have Brook Lopez with us. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Brook, thank you very much. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output from both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end, because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
They need to turn up the defense intensity. They let the game get taken to them instead of the other way around. Coming out in the second half, they got to play with a chip on their shoulder, Ernie. You know, don't get pushed around on D. It's payback time.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn
Well,
Nets.
both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
Here's Russell. We've got Bogdanovich. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Johnson in at the small forward spot. So that's the group for Lionel Hollins as we begin the second half. Hibbert. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Hibbert's got the first points of the second half here for the Lakers.
Well, you know, the Nets were able to sneak into the playoffs as the 8th seed last year. Had some good wins against the Western Conference, and that really was a big boost for them getting to the postseason.
Lakers leading by 4. Outside, Kobe. To the middle. Lets it go from 11. And it falls over the rim and in.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Nets shooting 43% from the floor. Jack passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Young. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 9 points.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Russell kicks to Young. Young with the steal. Johnson against Russell. The Nets working the ball around now. Lopez dishes to Young. And Hibbert with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Russell. Young's got his second bucket.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Nets were pretty far back from relevance at times last season, as we saw. It took a late season hot streak for them, Greg, to get into the playoff picture.
Yeah, and that was a neck-and-neck race with the Pacers right till the very end. Not exactly what they had in mind at the start of the season, but they did pull through.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Lionel Hollins was giving to his team. Young was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And the shot is good.
And, you know, for the Nets, they ended up being bounced out of the first round, fell to the #1 seed Hawks. They put up a good fight against Atlanta and made the series interesting, but still came up short.
And for the Nets in the postseason, they did have a good showing despite that early exit. Many people expected the Hawks to sweep, but they took them to 6 games and capped what was an interesting year for Brooklyn overall.
Outside, Russell. Bass with the screen. Russell passes to Bass from 12 feet out, and it's sent back by Lopez. 5 on the clock. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Lakers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
And so he hits the technical free throw. The big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the #2 overall pick in the draft, getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player, again, I believe, in free agency.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Lou Williams won the 6th Man Award last year, Clark, in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer, and that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
Nets trail by 3. Pass to Bogdanovich. And it's Lopez at the elbow. And the shot no good, a bit short.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
It's Williams with the drive. Kicks to Russell. The rebound by Johnson.
You know, and when you look at Lou Williams, he's always had a shooting guard skill set in kind of a point guard's body. Now, he's not just a long-range bomber. He will attack the basket and earn his share of trips to the foul line. And that's where he's really deadly. 86% from the stripe last season.
And, you know, back to Williams, sometimes it's better to own one thing, be a master at that, than try to fit a round peg into a square hole. I mean, he's not a really good passer. Never has been. That's not who he is. But he can heat up quickly as a scorer. And that's the side where you put jelly and butter on his toast.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Lakers in 5th.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Brooklyn. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Lakers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Jack against Russell. Here's Young. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Young's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Hibbert gets the bucket.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
No good from Jack.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
To the paint, here's Sacre, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending. If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And Jack, here we go. No good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Hibbert with the screen. Russell kicks to Hibbert. Dishes to Sacre. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sacre's got 4 points this quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot. of those opportunities.
Johnson can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Russell with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Russell, no luck.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Outside Williams, Hibbert with the screen, feeds it to Young. Outside Russell, back to Young. They set the pick, 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. 8 points for Williams.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Tries to hit him. It's deflected, but he recovers it. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Lakers lead by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Nets trail by 6. So for the Lakers right now, Clarkson at point with Kobe. They're the backcourt. Brown out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Randall in at the center position. Robinson sets a screen for Jack. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11. Lakers leading by 3. Clarkson up top, defended by Jack. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Bargnani a screen on Kobe. And Jack, here we go. He used that pick just right.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Bass, a screen on Jack. Pass to Randall. Plenty of space. That's good. And the Lakers lead by 3.
And really, that's what you want every time down the floor. A simple, high-percentage shot.
There's a screen by Robinson. There's a good screen. Over to the left wing. And the pass to Bargnani. Bryant with the rebound.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount. The three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they've really done a good job of creating good looks from the outside, and now they've really got it done.
Here's Bargnani. Can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Here's Bryant. Rebound, Brooklyn. Bogdanovich has got 3 rebounds now in this one. He dishes it to Jack. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Young's checked in for Brown. And so it's the Lakers with it. 4-point game. Picked by Randall. The feed to Young. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
That's his first personal foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Lakers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Bass.
And, you know, for Brandon Bass, such a big asset to Boston last year, and they're pushed to make the playoffs, especially after the Celtics had traded away several key veterans. His toughness, his strong mid-range game, that all helped.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And dishes to Randall. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And going back to Brandon Bass, he was Boston's only enforcer down low once Sullinger went out with the broken foot. At that point, Greg, no one thought the Celtics would make the playoffs, but Bass helped push them in.
And last season, one of the most meaningful in Bass's career in terms of his contributions really counting toward the bottom line. A lifetime role player. The outcomes of many games last year were swayed by how well he performed.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Now, here's Clarkson, defended by Jack. Bass gets an open look, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Lakers lead by 7. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
2 minutes.
Here's Bargnani. The Lakers with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Changes for Brooklyn. Lopez, he's checked in for Robinson. Young comes in for Bargnani. And it's Johnson in for Hollis Jefferson. Roy Hibbert's checked in for the Lakers. Russell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. The dish now to Johnson. Young sets a screen for Johnson. Buries it from 3-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
The drive by Bryant. Here's Hibbert, and he bangs it home with one hand.
What a nice feed by Kobe that time.
Brooklyn timeout call. Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
Here's Bogdanovich. Goes back up, and it's Lopez laying it in.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And here's Russell. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting. Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Jack passes to Lopez. Young outside. The Nets working the ball around now. They get the rebound. It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Huge play on the offensive glass there to get more second chance points. He's only getting more physical as this game wears on.
Russell kicks to Bryant. Off the pick. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Taking 2 shots.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Both shots good from the stripe.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside check. He kicks it to Lopez. Baseline try. A second chance effort. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
All right, now, I want everyone here in the Barclays Center to vote for the court. Go, Nets, Nets!
Johnson outside to the left side wing. Bogdanovich dishes to Lopez. From deep, Johnson. He got it! Wow. He caught it!
And guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a three to extend the game, and the young fella delivers.
Yes, he did. A clutch shot, and really what I like, guys, there was no hesitation. He shot it freely and with confidence. As a result, we're headed to overtime.
Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. He'll be the Nets off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Johnson. Jarrett Jack is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Bargnani, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Lakers trail by 4. Russell kicks to Williams. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Lopez kicks to Jack. Lopez a screen. And Jack, here we go. Just 5 on the clock. 18 feet out. And Hibbert with the block. And it's slammed in by Young.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And that one's good by Lopez.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Well, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. And Young kicks to Russell. 20 feet out. Again, Young missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better than that range.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
back against Russell. Here's Lopez and Hibbert with the block. Now, here is Russell. Defended by Jack. Young, right side. Again, Young missing. Nets leading by 4. And now in transition is Jack. Here we go. And he gets it to go. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Young, here we go. Again, Young missing.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. And Hibbert with the block. But they get it back. They double him with Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. And a miss there on the triple. And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 6. Out to the right wing. Back to Williams. Rebounded by the Nets. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Jared Jack. 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
And here's Brown outside. And again, the Lakers no good. Outside Jack. And so it's Brooklyn with the win.